Welcome everyone, welcome to Marching Through the Video Between the Videos. Caleb and I are on the campus of Missouri State, my alma mater, and I wanted to show him where I used to live.
Springfield, Springfield, it's a hell of a town.
Even though we have been here once or twice, he was little, so you probably don't remember much.
Anything.
So the first place I lived when I was a freshman was a dorm called Freddy. The actual name is Frudenberger. There is a video deep down in the channel that I'll try to link to. But yeah, this is Freddy. I lived on the 3rd floor facing the other direction. And I believe my sister lived on the same floor too. And then a lot of times we would eat over here in Blair Shannon for a little Sunday biscuits and gravy. That sounds so good right now. I really want to eat some. But man, there is no activity going on here on a Sunday morning. Everyone is hungover, I'm assuming. It's Labor Day weekend, so a lot of people are probably gone. But that's where I live. Are you impressed? Would you want to live there in 2 years?
Sure.
It's real nice. Our second stop brings us to Hammond's house, which I believe was called Newhall. I can't remember if it was this one or the second one. Which one did I stay in? I'm like drawing a blank here. But okay, it must be this one, Hutchins' house, because when I stayed here it was called Newhall. They didn't have a name for it because it hadn't been here that long. So I stayed on the 2nd floor looking out the other direction. I didn't like this year as much as the Freddy year. Wow. But I don't know. It was a 4-person room with 1 bathroom, where the first place was like a bathroom in the hall, which I actually thought it would be weird, but I actually preferred that after a while. Or to have 4 people with 1 bathroom, it gets a little tight. But yeah, my time in Newhall, aka Hutchins, it was fine. It was a little bit farther away to the classes because most of the classes are over that way. So, especially in the winter time, it got a little chilly. And the parking was a lot harder over here from what I remember. But it was nice because we could just go right downstairs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This Great Southern Bank Arena over here did not exist when I was here. They built that a few years later. Now I'm going to take Caleb to the 3rd place I live, which was my favorite place. Okay, this is, man, it's been completely remodeled. But this is where I lived, right here. This is so weird looking. This is, man, they don't even have decks anymore. But yep, this is where I lived. I can even show you my room window. Gosh, this brings back a lot of memories here. I need to park here somewhere. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of parking, and I can't remember what I did when the parking lot was full. I don't even remember. I think I just always got lucky and had a spot. So yeah, I lived in that window up there. That wasn't my window, but it was the next one over. And it was kind of crazy. We had like 2 apartments merged together. So we had a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom apartment with a laundry room is one of the kitchens. It was really nice. It was really perfect for 4 people. We all had our own separate spot. But it looks completely different than it used to. It's just kind of blowing my mind. And then we'd always look out. These places over here are always kind of sketchy looking. I think I would have dreams about it. And I'm not even sure what that is over there. I don't know if it's like a nursing home or I don't know. I don't think I ever knew. I don't think I ever took advantage of like going over to this park over here. It's kind of weird.
Springfield, 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 New York is that way, man.
All right, the last place I lived, Delaware on Primrose, it still looks almost exactly the same as it did 25 years ago. And I really like this place too. It's the first time I ever lived by myself, ever. And I think I've been living by myself ever since, for the most part. Which is kind of sad now that I think about it. But I really like this place too. God, nothing looks changed. This is like a deja vu. But I had a really big deck it was on the other side. I had a really big deck and it was really nice. And I kind of miss it. Okay, which one of the places I showed you is your favorite? You know, you'll have this similar experience, I assume. Yeah. Coming up, dorms, apartments, who knows? Maybe a house, who knows?
YouTube money is gonna give me a house.
Yeah, we need this YouTube money. I still don't have one, but this has actually made me sad. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to laugh, but I'm actually sad. But I'm going to show you, because I worked at Walmart, which was just a couple minutes that way, and there used to be a shortcut. Now it's all like office buildings and stuff. I don't even know if the shortcut's there anymore. But I would zigzag around and get right to Walmart. It was awesome. From when I lived right here, I could get home from lunch and back in like a couple minutes. And that was the year the Rams won the Super Bowl. So every Sunday, I would come home from lunch from Walmart and watch like at least close to an hour of the game, because I always worked every Sunday. And then out of nowhere, the Rams got good, so I'd come home and I just watched like an hour of the game, and it was so awesome. Then I had to go back to work, but such is life. Did you think anyone actually cares about any of this video?
I don't know.
I don't think anyone cares. Does anyone out there care? I'm doing this for myself, actually. Okay, so before we get to my other alma mater, Walmart, we're going to head into its competition, Target, because someone has mentioned, one of my great subscribers has mentioned that they found the Oreo Reese's peanut butter in a Target. So we're going to see if it's in this Target. Maybe it's at Walmart. I don't know. Let's go find out. Good news. Good news. Shabuzi may not get a little good news, but we just did. Even though some guy is completely staring at me like walking by, and now I'm super uncomfortable. He was like, what is this idiot doing?
Such a disgusted look.
I'm not filming you, I'm filming me. Anyway, Target came through. Oreo, I almost passed them up. We went into the cookie aisle. They were not there. They had like regular peanut butter Oreos. I'm like, no, that's not the right ones. And we were just about to walk away, and I'm thinking, I bet they have their own like section, kind of like the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Oreos. And I even kind of looked over, and I didn't even see them, but Caleb luckily spotted them like literally the next end cap over, and I didn't even see it. So, future video alert, we got Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Oreos in it, and now we got Reese's Peanut Butter Cup in the Oreo, like a double. Let's go to Walmart. Okay, we have made it to store 2221 Walmart. My first quote-unquote real job. I worked in the 1 hour photo. I don't think that even exists anymore. But I really enjoyed it. It was very stressful. It was very fun. Met so many awesome people. But man, we were like the #2 photo lab out of Walmart in the entire country. The number one was one of them, I think it was Kissimmee, Florida, right by Disney World. We were #2 because there's so many towns around, and this would be like their first stop to develop pictures. And it was, I'll have to tell you more about some of the pictures we saw, because wowza, just wowza. But I'm gonna go in and take a look. Okay, we went to Walmart. Why did we go to Walmart? Oh, we went into Walmart. I showed him my old spot where they did the photos. It's completely different now. Drove over to a movie theater I used to go to a million times. Now it's a church. And now we have reached the fork in the road, or by a building. This is the world's largest fork by mass, apparently. So I guess it's heavy. Is that what that means? This has moved, I think, a couple times. it was in front of a restaurant at some point, and then I don't remember it being here. I think it was. I don't even know. I'm losing my mind because I cannot remember anything anymore. I even got lost coming here, and I've been over here 1,000 times, but it's been so long I couldn't remember. I think Caleb's gonna pose in front of the fork, because if you're in front of the world's largest fork by mass, how do you not pose in front of it? What do you think of the fork?
I think it's quite possibly the greatest thing.
That's what I thought too. Not a place you'd want to be leaning against to in a lightning storm.
I think my life is complete now.
Yeah. Is this another?
Peak.
This is another turning point. A fork stuck in the road, or ground. I guess this concludes marching through. I enjoyed this. It made me kind of sad though. Caleb, was this the most boring marching through yet?
Yeah.
I think it was for the audience because no one cares but me. But I'm glad you guys watched. If you still made it this far, wow, you guys, I don't even know what to say, but thank you. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the nice comments or mean comments, whatever. But until next time, keep marching on.